Welcome on back in, everybody. Let's go ahead and do another update to my Barding binder for Season 2 of the Merna Annals. We actually are reconstructing from scratch, and let's jam. Well, welcome on back in, everybody. We did say that we needed to do a couple of things this time around, so we're going to go ahead and, well, do them from the last time. If you missed part 1 of building my Barding binder, or reconstructing, rather, for Season 2 of the Merna Annals, go ahead and check it out. There is a playlist in the description box below specifically for this series. Also, we're going to go ahead and actually let you know that we are doing Bardic Empathy, a paid course from Sold Bard Academy. More information also in the description box below. Let's get started. So, a lot of us are in the middle of All the Words August with Mama Maggie Ward and team, but we're also possibly using it for plotting. So I figured if we can get some of this down, it might help some of us figure out plotting things. And one of the things I need to correct in here are a couple of missing bits of information before I start copying in character names. So let's go to the Season 1 character section for their character sheets. I'm going to rename this Old World Generation Character Sheets. And I'm going to click Control A. It'll highlight everything in that text box. It's the Select All feature, or Command A, I think, maybe is the Apple Mac version. Correct me if I'm wrong, my Apple Mac friends. And then I'm going to just do Control S as in save. Or I'm sorry, Control C is in copy. Why am I thinking save? Control C is in copy. Because I might want to borrow that and just, go down to Season 2 character sheets on the 3 dots and then click rename and then Control, or I guess Command, V as in victory. Yay, it pasted. It didn't do what I had hoped, so I'm typing it out. I made a fibber out of me. It didn't work, but that's okay. That might mean I need to clear my cache. Anywho, so we have Old World and New World. Now, I don't like to use this, but as somebody who grew up outside of Little Italy in Baltimore, I heard this phrasing a lot anyway, and a lot of you who probably live outside of the Baltimore area probably have heard your grandparents say something similar, or great-grandparents say something similar. So we do very much have the Old World being people from Europe and Africa and Asia, versus New World, it's everybody who is Season 1's kids and beyond, basically. That's the divider line, because in the New World, there's a lot of new characters we will meet in a bunch of other contexts that I need to loop in under here. So what I'm going to do is go back to my Old World generation. This is going to probably be my template of who gets what that I'm going to keep track of. And I'm going to keep the Old World template and the New World template basically the same. I'm just dividing my age groups and the 2 halves of my world, because you'll see here when I get to linking stuff in other tabs later. I'm going to click Control A to select all again, and then Control C to copy all again. You could, highlight and right click or 2-touch tap your trackpad if you want to do that way too. That's up to you. Do whatever's comfortable. I need to make sure it's in the New World generation by Control V as in victory. Yay, it pasted, or however you prefer to paste accordingly. These are my templates on the main tab of these sections, because if you remember in the last video, I said how I'm going to use the subheadings as like subtabs, kind of like in elementary school binders, how we might have done that. So Old World generations, where I'm going to start, because I largely can copy and paste these in, because I have them in other documents and it'll save me time a little bit, and my carpal tunnel won't hopefully hate me so much. So Old World generation, I'm going to click the 3 buttons here, and then I'm going to add a subtab, and then I'm going to, on tab 17, the new subtab, click its 3 buttons after it has been created, and then click rename, and I'm going to start putting in characters' names and copying over that template. Oh, montage music, if you please. We're going to be a while.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror and he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything.
to go ahead and loop back a little early. I just found out a keyboard trick that works. For those of you who know keyboard commands, if you use on a Windows computer, Control Y, it means repeat the last action in Google Docs land. It works here too! It works here too! I love it when my keyboard commands come to save the day. Very much so. I might not need that many tabs, but I'm going to see if I can drag them to another section here eventually. And yes, we are still only about halfway through all the cast people I could hope to write stuff down about. Let's see, I need Captain 5, because Gorgor's already listed up to his lady, as he should be. We need Shimon, we need Magda. Hey, I spelled it right. I sometimes spell it wrong. Sorry, it's a lot of consonants. Anyway, Magdalena. We need Anna Corina. And some of you are like, you're missing someone very important. Yes, I'm getting to Malice. I'm getting to Malice. Chill. I know some of you would love to mate and marry her, but anywho. So, Malice. Who else could go here? Giera. Some of you might know her. And some of you who have yet to read my books, they're like, how many characters? I'm only on the secondary characters. And yes, they have character sheets too. Cyrus is going to be my hint to go back in and mention any elders I have not yet mentioned. I'm going to go ahead and leave those tabs there because I actually might have room to fill them out now that I think about it, because I have yet to fill in anything on the bad guys. I'm missing Abraxas and the Baroness and Tempesh and whoa, big cast. Anywho, New World Generation. Let's go ahead and add Subtab. And then just on my keyboard, I'm going to Control Y on tab 45 and make a bunch of tabs. That's so good. And I assume what undoes that is either Control Z or Control R, because Control R and Control Z kind of work the same. So in the New World Generation, we're going to have to go with Adira. Whoa, no. Back it up. I need to mention the kids who were born first, because now they're mad in my head that I mentioned someone who was born way after them first. So we have Marco. We have a Victoria. Victoria. That would be Bjorn and Rochelle's eldest pair of kids. They're twins. One werewolf, Vicky. One vampire, Marco. Genetics. Anyway, rename. This is going to be Iona, who I adore writing for very much. Adira, get out of that box. Why did it do that? Don't. So, let's see. Iona. And then we're going to have Elias and Corin would be the next two important people to include there. Where did Adira go? She went to the bottom. That makes sense. So I do have a lot of other kids to include. But before I go that far, I think it's wise that I scroll back up. Now, the nice thing is, yes, I still have to go through and copy the rest of the templates through. I will do that off screen because all I'm doing is just clicking into each of the tabs for each of the characters right now, and then Control V again and again and again. I'll finish that off screen with for all of your sanities, because this is also starting to get a little long. Oxymorons and idioms. So we're going to look at how I can link in the things I just want to link in at the beginning here, okay? Specifically, like the link to my book production schedule. If I upload that into my Google Drive, I could just get the Google Share link and pop it in here. Same with my book tour schedule. That is already a link I have in my Google Drive. I still got to upload the other. So let's go into drive.google.com in a new tab, everybody. And I need to view, there it is. That's my wide production schedule. I want to put that into, can I open please? Open with, in a new tab. And then I also will need, there was another one. Book tour. Oh, book tour schedule. Open file location, off screen. And I'm just going to upload that while we're at it. 'Tis uploaded. Opening file in Google Sheets. And when it opens in Google Sheets, I'm going to go to File, Save as Google Sheets, because it was an Excel sheet. and then exit out of the Excel version. Okay, and then from here, all I'm going to do is get this share link. I don't want people to nose around this. I still want to stay the only person who has access to some of these files. So this is my book tour schedule that's been converted from an Excel spreadsheet into a Google sheet. There you go. I'm going to copy that link, and I'm going to go back to my binder document. This is book tour, copy paste as of 08/19/2025. Give myself that little bit of a note. Same with my book production schedule. I'm going to close out of my book tour tab first, though. I'm going to go into my production schedule. Yes, I'm a Virgo. Can't you tell? Share button, copy link, back into my binder, copy and paste the link in as of 8/19/2025. I should keep in mind to update that every single time. Now, I'll show you how I include the things from Canva in our next video, as well as a walkthrough of everything else I've copied and pasted over so far. If you have any questions or you want to see certain things added, let me know in the comment box below. If you made it this far, definitely go ahead and give me a, let's go with a book of some kind, since we're talking about books, of course. Take care of yourself. You've always been worth it, and so is your voice.